All right, we're back with a podcast group. This group is called Behind the Desk. Each week, these students have a teacher or a staff member or another student come on the show, and they bring with them a random product. Think of it kind of like a show and tell, but it doesn't stop there. It's kind of more of a review show. So the person brings a product on, they talk about it, they show their endearing love towards whatever it is they bring on, and then these three students have a little fun. They talk about it, they get used to it, they play around with it. Maybe it's a snack, maybe it's a toy, maybe it's something completely random and different. But whatever it is, they're here to have some fun. And this is their debut episode, so they're going to have a little fun telling you at home what their podcast is all about, a little bit about their plans for the show and what's to come. But without further ado, you don't need to hear about me. You need to hear from these guys. So I'm going to pass it along to Behind the Desk.
On this episode of Behind the Desk, we are talking all about what you can expect from our podcast, what mysteries people might bring on the show, and are we ever too old for show and tell? Just hang tight. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Behind the Desk. This is episode 0 for November 11, 2025. I'm Saanvi. With me, as always, is Sia.
Hi.
And Mikayla.
Hello.
Why don't we start up how the show got started? Sia, why don't you start us off?
Okay, we're doing this podcast to showcase how teachers live their lives outside of school and how they're different from how they're acting or do things when they're inside of schools teaching.
Even though it's really rare sometimes, I'd see my teachers outside of school and wonder, what do they do every day? Well, we've wondered enough, and now this podcast is here for you.
The idea of this podcast was first brought up by me, Saanvi. We decided to interview teachers because this could be listened by a wide range of people, from kids to adults, making it diverse. We are doing this podcast in our 8th grade elective content creations with our teacher, Mr. Heit, at Herricks Middle School. Because we are planning on having teachers getting interviewed and bringing things onto the show to rate and review, let's talk about what we hope to see in our teachers.
I feel like a teacher should be kind to the students. I think they should be chill and laid back, but also at the same time teaching in a fun way.
I think a teacher should be nice to the students, cool and chill, but also have a demanding enough to have class rules.
I personally think a teacher should be moderately nice, but not nice enough to allow kids to start screaming without a care. Basically, a teacher should be able to teach and let the students feel comfortable. I'd rather not have to deal with a class full of wild animals.
In our first segment, we're going to get to know the person we're interviewing. Our show is a place for you to relax and enjoy experiences of different teachers' lives from right where you are. We're going to talk about their lives at home, school, hobbies, interests, etc.
We'll be explaining who we are interviewing, as in what teacher and what grade they teach and other things like that.
Of course, this podcast isn't all just about people. It's about the products and that they will be bringing to our show. Maybe that is a new item they just bought online they can't live without. Maybe it's an incredible new snack. There are so many different possibilities. We can't wait to find out.
We're going to be asking the teacher, what is the product?
Ask the teacher what it does / what it's like.
And then we'll be asking the teacher how they've used it in their life, either daily or not daily.
Now, let's talk more about ourselves, not just this podcast. Let's see if you like spicy, sweet, sour, or salty. I personally have a preference for spicy food. One spicy thing I love are spicy chips, like jalapeno chips. Sia, what do you like of the 4? Spicy, sweet, sour, or salty?
I really like sweet foods. I think I find myself eating sweet things more like once in a while. I'll eat candy and I love desserts. But salty things are a close second.
What kind of desserts do you like? Cake, tiramisu?
I like cake and cupcakes.
And Mikayla, what do you like of the 4?
I prefer sweet dishes since I have a sweet tooth. I've always loved sweet stuff, like candy, desserts, etc.
What's your favorite type of ice cream?
Mango.
Yo, I agree with that though. Mango's the best.
I really like mango Haagen-Dazs.
Okay, Saanvi, where can you find us?
So you can find us online on Twitter, Instagram with the username at Herricks Studios. You can find this podcast on your new app by searching for Herricks Studios. And if you'd like to leave us a review, please do so on Apple products, and we might read it on the show. That's going to do it for me and the other host. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This podcast is a production of Herricks Studios of Mr. Heit and Content Creation Foundation's 8th grade elective. The views and opinions expressed in this recording do not necessarily reflect the views or position of Herricks School District.